We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
60 years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 13. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
Here comes third and the length of the football. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have it first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down to the 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam, because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut. Make your best decision and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run for Gibbs here. Breaks a tackle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. St. Brown in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your 1st sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays at this contest.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 26 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. Finds Dulcich out left side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Lawrence. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. What's good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. Powering his way forward. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On third down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Lawrence's throw caught here by Dosich. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Lawrence. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Aiden Hutchinson, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
There for the stop defensively, Nick Benito. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Lawrence. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. On play action, Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And here's Ryan Wright now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get turned back at the 40. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throw the same ground, complete on the left side. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for a nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. James Mitchell, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing now, Lawrence. Caught by Dulcich. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Lawrence. Finding Sutton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Lawrence. That is caught. It's Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll come up now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. This to Laporta, right side. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west. And it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.